Halo Campaign Evolved looks like it's running into some issues at launch, and I can't say that I'm surprised based off of the red flags that I saw going into this launch. We'll start with Pirate Nation, who says some people who paid more to play Halo Campaign Evolved 5 days early and bought the premium upgrade are currently unable to play the game. So first off, before I even go any further,
a lot of people are having game-breaking bugs.
Every time I do a story covering this, I take a moment to say, don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Do not spend extra money and encourage these companies to do this bullshit.
You are literally paying extra money to be a beta tester.
This is them using the technology of digital downloads to now withhold the information and data and games from you for a higher price, where they couldn't do it at retail before, because retail, the stores get them and they put them for sale. They had a street date, they put them for sale. They couldn't reserve them for, this first week it costs more, and then the next week it costs less. No. It's like they just street date, they sell it. With the digital downloads, now they're doing these funny business behind the scenes of, how can we get even? I know we're already bending people over. How do we bend them over even further? How do we get even more money for this? Instead of launching, they're getting a "you're too early" error that points to the full July 28th release date.
I had no idea this was a thing that was happening. I watched Camelot play it, Camelot 331, and he gave it a 6 out of 10.
The issue mainly affects people who purchased the premium upgrade. Halo support has confirmed they're investigating the problem. And here is the error message that they get. We know you really want to get started, but you'll have to wait a bit longer. Check Microsoft Store for the launch date. See Microsoft Store. And they already bought the bisexual lighting edition of Halo Campaign Evolved, which just a quick reminder, guys, I had concerns going into this being like, with this team behind it, with Halo Studios.
If you bought into this shit thinking that it was going to be amazing, it was going to be generation defining, you kind of get what you deserve, you know?
And pushing propaganda on social media like this with Master Chief and the original looking like a legendary all-timer game, and then changing the planet in the background from perfectly blue and fine to a hint. Hey, it's red in the game, guys.
Dude, and it actually in the game is so bad. The lighting is so bad. There's this weird fuzziness on everything that is actually just like AI. It's straight up AI. I told people before this game really got talked about, whenever they were first marketing it, I was like, hey man, this first trailer looks like they used AI. And they did. Everybody told me that I was wrong. I got so much hate. And it turns out I was fucking right. But anyway, there's this one part. The lighting is bad through the whole thing. There's a bunch of weird gay lighting. There's like harsh lighting that if you got two lights in one room, one light on one side, one light on the other, you can see the hard line where the lights change. That's not how lighting works. Whenever lights combine like that, the colors combine and fade. But not in the gay games. But there's one particular level. It's when you're fighting the flood and you're like down in the swamp area. I forget what it's called. And there's just so many different colored lights through every section, and it's just super harsh and in your face and lights up everything. And it's so bad, dude. I have got so many complaints and I love it.
They're just correcting an error, right? That's all they're doing. Idle slop. People who bought the premium upgrade for Halo Campaign Evolved early access can't play the game, and they tag Halo support.
You get what you deserve.
Seconds. This is the actual attempting to play.
Don't pre-order. Don't buy early access.
You're too early. Report a problem. Yeah, I think we have a problem here. It's a big problem. We got the Desm Bro with just this screenshot. Microsoft account login. To play Halo Campaign Evolved, you'll need to sign in with a Microsoft account and link it to your Steam account. On the next screen, follow the instructions to complete the linking process.
Fuck Microsoft!
I hate the Microsoft linking.
Anti-coffee gamer. Early access is still a ripoff no matter which company provides it. I'm glad this is happening to those gamers who refuse to face reality and lack any respect for themselves. Please, I'm begging you guys. Anytime a company does this 3-day early access or 5-day or 1 week, do not fall for it, because by purchasing it,
it's
you're
a
encouraging
scam.
them to do this more and make it even worse as time goes on. The enshittification of gaming is real. OJ Player Essence.
Dude, the amount of people, okay, it's recently come out that Game Pass was an absolute failure. They are under half of what they were projecting that they were supposed to be this year. They were supposed to have 77 million users. They have about 30 million. That's so bad. But I still got people online shitting all over me, saying that I'm just a hater. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? They're the ones who are saying that it failed.
Halo Campaign Evolved opens up at a 81 on Metacritic. I'm guessing the removal of competitive multiplayer was an issue. I never would have anticipated.
How did it get an 81? There's got to be so many people that just gave it a 10 out of 10 when it didn't deserve it. So many people do that too. When they like a game, they give it a 10 out of 10. They don't actually give it a real review. That's why I don't listen to reviews. That's why I don't look at scores to determine what I'm going to enjoy. I mean, just look at the Odyssey. That's the worst case. But people will do that. It's like they actually think that the game is a 7 out of 10, but they'll give it a 10 out of 10. I don't know why people do that. Cognitive dissonance or something, maybe? I don't know. Because they don't realize that they actually enjoyed other games a lot more, but for some reason they just give everything they like a 10 out of 10. It's ridiculous. Even my favorite games, I don't give 10 out of 10. There are some games I'll give a 10 out of 10 that I like less than my favorite games that I give 7 out of 10. There are games that I give a 4 out of 10 that I still fucking love, even though I know they're garbage. Resident Evil 5 is a hard 7 out of 10. That's one of my favorite games. It's in my top 5 of all time.
Splatoon Raiders being the same score as a mainline Halo title. Look at how the mighty have fallen. Halo Campaign Evolved with the critic reviews an 81. That is pathetic. Pathetic. How do you mess it up? This is like an all-timer, one of the greatest games ever created. How do you already have, it's like, it's already there. It's mapped out. The game is done. How do you fuck it up so bad that it's an 81?
Dude, the original is better. The anniversary edition is better. Not the anniversary on launch, but we're not at the launch of the anniversary edition anymore. It's been fixed. Master Chief Collection, I'd say Master Chief Collection now is an 8 out of 10. This game right here is not an 8 out of 10. These people are fucking insane. It's probably a 6 out of 10.
That's impressive. Like, sure, an 81 is a good score. It is. But we're talking Halo. This is like a game that the pantheons of gaming's greatest games up at the 99 or 100 percentile. And
I don't think that Halo 1 is a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. I'd say that maybe Halo 2 and 3 are 9 out of 10. The first Halo is an 8 out of 10, especially now.
This is getting a 81. And next to Splatoon Raiders, which I really, got to be honest, wasn't expecting much out of. And an 81 is pretty much what I would have pinned that at.
I heard it's the best Splatoon.
1-for-1 graphical remake on PlayStation with no changes to gameplay. They give it a higher score. 1-for-1 graphical remake on Xbox with new missions and changes to gameplay. They take 16 points away. This is the Xbox tax in its purest form. Halo Combat Evolved, a 97. Halo Campaign Evolved, an 81. And would you look at this? Demon Souls, PS3.
I think Halo Combat Evolved does not deserve a 97. Great game. Actually, literally one of my favorite games of all time. It does not deserve a 97. I don't think that any game actually deserves a 97. Maybe like Resident Evil 4, but still, that's pushing it.
An 89. And then the remake of Demon Souls on PS5, a 92. So it is possible to remake the game and have it be better. Cablecast, the definitive way to play Halo in 2026 is to play Halo 2001 or Halo PC 2003.
Yep.
I'm not going to even argue with that. He's right. The Red Dragon. Oh, Lord. Halo is teasing the 70s. Halo campaign Devolved, one of the worst rated in the entire series. Nice job, Asha. Even Halo 5 Guardians scored higher. What?
What the fuck? Okay.
Quote, if we lose our way with Halo, we lose our way with Xbox.
Yep.
That
More layoffs incoming.
Phil Spencer, an 81. An 81. And then going over to the early adopters just on Steam. And there's already almost 20,000 people just on Steam alone.
Oh boy.
That have paid additional money to get early access to this game. So I have a feeling, even with all the negative feedback and the reviews that are okay, like an 81 is nothing to scoff at. Again, I already know there are people going to be in the comments that are like, 81's fine. Like, what are you knocking at 81? 81's a good game. It's not Halo. This is like, you need to understand what this game is. Halo is not an 81. Halo is a 95 plus. Like, that's how good Halo needs to be. This is a remake of the original. What are we doing here? And yes, there's a lot of people that are playing it. So I have a feeling when this does go for everyone, it's going to be in the probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it reaches 150 concurrent, maybe even more than that at this rate. Maybe it gets to 200, 250. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be playing this game. And that's just on Steam. Never mind.
I think when more people jump in, we're going to have a lot more bugs and issues come to light.
On Xbox and PlayStation. Going over to look at some of the Steam reviews. As of right now, it is mixed and people are not loving it with 397 reviews. Login failed, cannot play the single player game as servers are overloaded. It's
what?
A single player game. Screw your DRM. Combat was not evolved. This needs to be illegal. I know I feel like I say that every time I make a video. You should not legally be able to develop a game as a single player campaign with no online component and then not let people play the game because the servers are overloaded.
I wonder when they're going to add microtransactions to make up the costs. I guarantee you it's going to happen.
Even though it's a single player game. This one was refunded. There is genuine talent and passion in this game, but it is drowned out by all its issues. The biggest and most overarching one being the lack of clear design direction and motivation for the entire thing. Bungie knew what
and it's very
they
inconsistent.
Wanted their players to have and curated the music, gameplay, and art style to suit that vision. Halo Studios is attempting to do it backwards, piecing together puzzle pieces from other games and trying to figure out what game they want to make. But you can't try to force a bunch of loose pieces together and expect a beautiful puzzle that will hold up under scrutiny.
I watched Camelot beat the whole thing in a night, got to the credits, and dude, the credits were so long, and there were so many names that were obviously not American. It was like most of the names. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? This is an American culture game made by the American culture. The original, I mean. But this new one was made by, like, everybody else around the world.
Until they find their vision and build around it, whether it's a new game or another remake, it will never truly be Halo. This one, recommended. Receive product for free. Of course, they got to recommend it. This one, not recommended. Yes, the game just came out, but it shouldn't be a trend for a game to always come out severely broken. With constant crashes, graphical shimmering effect with fast movement inability to disable upscaling. Call me a boomer, but I miss when games came out in a playable state without patches needed. Do they not playtest games anymore? And they included their PC specs. So, and there are some positive reviews as well, to be fair.
You know what I bet they do? I bet they run an AI system to playtest their games rather than getting real humans. And the AI will tell you, oh yeah, it's great. We played through it and beat it without any issues.
So it's not all people hating it, but I do find it curious that there seems to be a lot of negative reviews for this over on Steam, enough to make it mixed. Over on Metacritic, Halo campaign evolved
They're just
on
haters.
PS5 with an 81, generally favorable critic reviews, and going down to the scores. Daily Star, do they even cover video games? I've never even heard of Meow PlayStation. Everyi.it. What are these sites? Games.ch? Survivor? What? Metro? DualShockers is the first one I've really even heard of. DualShockers gives it a 65.
Ooh.
Halo Campaign Evolved brings back one of the coolest FPS experience of all time, and it looks better than ever. Unfortunately,
No.
some PS5 specific headaches and bad performance issues are currently holding it back in major ways.
Dude, people saying that it looks better than ever. They're full of shit. They are completely full of shit. What? This is choice supportive bias at its worst, man. There's like AI fuzz all over everything. The effects are obviously generated with AI. The graphics are AI. The cutscenes are garbage. It was extremely, extremely jittery. And it had that weird thing with the AI movement where it's like not pop-in, but it's like stop motion that games that use AI have a huge problem with, where the characters aren't really moving, they're being generated to move or to appear like they're moving.
This is on Reddit. IGN review. Halo campaign Evolved doesn't always feel like an essential remake, and they give it a 7 out of 10. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but here's just their quick video coverage of it. Let's listen to them.
Good to see you, Master Chief.
You can tell a single-player campaign is truly great when revisiting it sparks a similar joy as your very first run, even when you remember how it all plays out beat by beat. Pistol shots on scrambling grunts, sticking elites with plasma grenades, popping flood like bubble wrap with an assault rifle. Halo Campaign Evolved rekindled the familiar feeling of playing the original on a rented Xbox at my grandma's.
Not going to lie, watching this does bring back a lot of amazing memories. So the glitter of
That's
of
the problem.
video is
It's nostalgia bait.
amazing, but curious to see why they give it a 7.
House in 2001. But as much as I adore Halo's campaign with its simple yet thoughtful combat design, you can only play the hits so often. When the base game, the Anniversary Edition, through the Master Chief Collection are all readily available in 2026, it's easy to see this remake as more of an Unreal Engine test than anything else. There's a new batch of skulls.
Cash grab.
I mean, that's a really good point too. He just names like 5 other versions of the game you can already play and are available that most people already own. So this
That's
game,
the problem.
while
That's the problem right there. Most people already own. They're not paying more money to them, so they got to charge them more money by releasing slop.
Yes, cool, and the graphics are good. We'll say they're very good. Even
No,
why
they're not.
Like, why go out of your way?
They seem good whenever you're just watching a video, but whenever you get actually into the gameplay, you start noticing the issues.
Spending, what was it, $50 for this game when most people already own it in a different version that is perfectly suitable to play already.
And 3
And it's better.
missions to sweeten the deal, which are a fun few hours to blast through, but the changes outside the graphical overhaul are otherwise subtle.
Probably not going to bring up the fact that there is a fucking girl boss that is just the same type of character as the girl boss in the new Gears game.
Neither tangibly improving nor detracting from what I played 25 years ago. So while it's
It is cool that they added prequel missions though. Like that right there
It is pretty
a
cool. I haven't seen those yet, but I do know about the girl boss.
big selling point.
great to see the ways in which Halo has aged well. We've been down this road many times before.
The eldest of rings.
There aren't really any surprises here for
I like that.
those who played Halo before. Master Chief awakens as the UNSC flagship is invaded by the alien Covenant, and he escapes by landing on a mysterious ring planet. In its twists and turns through various biomes and chromed out Forerunner halls, you uncover the truth about Halo itself, paving the way for the rest of the series. It's a clean, no-nonsense story that's refreshingly simple in retrospect, and it's nice to be reminded that Master Chief...
How are they going to do Halo 2? Apparently they're doing a Halo 2 remake. Halo 2 was already kind of broken. Are they gonna do it like Halo 2 but even more broken?
alongside Cortana, embodied the sense
Bro, what are we doing with this Cortana design? That is a dude. What?
She looks like she sounds like She looks like nasally, like the young version of Mrs. Fowl, but a dude.
What are we doing here? Why? Who greenlit this? When
Women.
I see this, I can't help but see this and this. Like,
I can't help but to see Germa. She just looks like Germa, and once you see it, you can't unsee it.
how did this happen? Like, this is a big deal, a huge deal. This is enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm not touching that game. Just this.
I wouldn't pay $5 for it.
To a female form. And what should Cortana be? And they turn her into what looks to me like a fucking trans dude. What did
That's the point.
Thinking?
That's what they were thinking.
Why? This is my probably biggest grievance in all of it. I know that sounds silly to say, but
Try
holy
playing
shit. Why? How? Who greenlit this? Again, how? I want names. I want to know who saw this design and was like, run it. Like, no, find me that fucking person. I want to know who that was.
I want to know what Asha Sharma's reaction was to this whenever she saw it, because it was too late. The game was already done by the time Asha Sharma got in. She probably saw this and was just like, God damn it. Yeah, well, I guess we have to release it, but fuck. Don't do this again. I hope that's what happened.
Sentiment that dudes rock, especially when the music starts kicking in just before the action heats up. Campaign Evolved includes some brand new cutscenes that teeter between kind of hokey to just fine. For example, pulling up to the beachfront in a Pelican for the silent cartographer has a little extra gravity, but I do miss that original first-person flying. While the one at the bow of the Pillar of Autumn for the opening mission doesn't really have the same sense of urgency.
Yeah, it's so sad too, because like the Cortana shit, you fuck up Cortana, I can't even focus on the rest of everything this game has. Like I'm already out. I'm like, sorry, bro. I'm out. I'm not even gonna keep watching. I'm like that.
Yeah,
right
just
there,
wait.
I'm out.
Yeah, just wait until you find out about all the fuzziness, because it's everywhere, and sometimes it's way worse.
Next game. Sorry. Bye. And this is coming from. I'm not going to pretend to be like the biggest Halo fan on planet Earth, but it's one of my favorite games. And I've played the absolute shit out of Halo. I used to do LAN parties with my brothers back when I was living in Massachusetts on multiple TVs.
Yeah, particularly Halo 3 and Halo Reach for me. Love those games. I probably put 1,000 hours into just playing Forge World and Sandbox in Halo 3. I love the Forge shit. Used to do racing maps. That was the big thing, was the racing maps and the obstacle courses. And there's this thing that I loved in Halo 3 particularly, trash compactor. It's where one guy just sends things down a hole and gets shot through a gravity cannon. It's just a bunch of grav lifts, turns sideways, and it just throws things at people and you have to try and dodge it. I love it. You get gravity hammers to knock things away from you so you can survive better, and the last man gets to be the guy who sends the stuff down. It's great.
We would play for hours on end every single day. It was amazing. What is it? Who did this?
What were they thinking?
I'll leave that there. Man, that one really pissed me off. I didn't think it was going to hit me that hard. I did not see that.
Oh, it's going to get worse
until just there. Like, I've seen it. I didn't see that clip. That was woof. Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. Woke is still very much alive. It absolutely is. And that's proof of it right there.
And it's getting worse.
So, Asha, 343 is going to...
As in, it's literally, like, getting worse. Like, the woke stuff used to be attractive. I didn't like it. But it's getting uglier and uglier. And it's running worse and worse and losing more and more money. But they keep spending more and more. I don't get it.
Going to die, right? I mean, if I was Asha Sharma, like, I legit,
sell it.
I would be on the phone to like
sell it or give it to a different company
before this game came out, because I'd wanted advanced access. Looking at,
oh boy, if Obsidian can turn things around, I could see them getting Halo.
I'd be like, give me the fucking person that said that this is Cortana we're going with. I want to know who that is. They're fired now. Like, get them out. I don't care. I don't care how much experience they have. I don't care how good they are at doing other shit. Fuck them. They're done. That is something that cannot fly in this. Like, bye. That really pissed me off. I don't know if you guys get very frustrating. Very frustrating. Anyways.
I wasn't pissed off about it. I knew it was going to be this way. Actually, it didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still pretty fucking bad.